Hey, what's up? This is Franz. Welcome back to the channel. So in this video, I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on CRO price. So currently, guys, right now, CRO price just breached the 200-week moving average. And I'm a little bit concerned in the short term. I know long term it's going to do very well, but in the short term, it definitely does look very bearish for CRO. So in the beginning of this video, I just want to show you guys my technical analysis on where I think and how low I think CRO price will go between now and a few weeks from now. I'm going to show you guys different charts, CRO USD, CRO BTC. I'm going to do a quick analysis on the BTC chart because for any of you guys in the crypto space, you know Bitcoin leads the way. So whatever Bitcoin does, CRO will follow. So if Bitcoin goes down a little bit, CRO will go down a lot more. So we're going to look at BTC price a little bit. And then also in this video, we're going to look at my CRO passive income. So right now I have assets in crypto.com and BlockFi and also Celsius. So we're going to look at my crypto portfolio and look at how much passive income I'm making on a monthly basis. I'm going to give you guys an update on that. And finally, guys, I'm going to look at ratios. So for any of you guys that watch my videos, you guys know I'm obsessed with ratios. I like to buy things that are undervalued in relation to each other, not the US dollar, because I mean, I use the US dollar for my price analysis, but for me, guys, the most important thing is ratios. If I think a CRO is overvalued, then I'll sell it to buy something else. So we're gonna look at ratios at the very end of the video, and I'll let you guys know which assets I think are the most undervalued right now in the crypto space, like which mid-cap assets. I don't really buy small-cap assets. I like mid-cap and large caps like Bitcoin and Ethereum. Alright guys, if you like that kind of content, I would definitely appreciate it if you guys give me a thumbs up below. And subscribe to my channel, guys. I'm almost to 1,000 subscribers. It's my birthday in a few days, so I would definitely appreciate it if you guys give me a gift by subscribing to my channel. Alright guys, so right here, I have the CRO to USD chart pulled up. And within the last 24 hours, guys, this chart has breached the 200-week moving average right here. So if you see where my cursor is right here, this weekly candle hasn't closed. We still have a few days before this weekly candle closes. But if this momentum continues, it looks like we might breach the moving average, guys. So towards the downside, I do see a little bit of downside. Our first level of support is going to be right here, where we have a bunch of price history from the past since May of 2019. So our first level of support will be about a 12 to 13% retracement. So right now our current price levels is about 9 cents. So if we take a 12-13% retracement, we're going to be looking at about 8 cents or 7 cents CRO. And then on the further downside, if we do retrace a little bit further towards these price levels right here, that's going to be a 26-27% retracement. So if we were to do that, guys, we're going to be looking at a 6 cent CRO. And honestly, guys, I do believe we have a little bit of downside remaining because for one reason. So back in August, crypto.com gave MCO token holders a CRO bonus. So a lot of people right now are holding CRO that was given to them for free. And a lot of that is extra CROs. So for example, me, guys, I have 10,000 CROs that I hold for my green card. And then I also have 4,022 CROs that I got from a bonus from crypto.com. And for any of you guys that have been watching my videos, you guys know that I currently think in the short term, not in the long term, I believe in crypto.com in the long term, but in the short term, I think CRO token is overvalued. So I do plan to sell my CRO token to maybe Ethereum or some other favorite DeFi tokens that I like. So, and that's going to be unlocked sometime late Sunday and Monday. So come Sunday and Monday, I do believe there's going to be massive dump from people selling their CRO token bonuses. So watch out for Sunday and Monday. I think we're going to have further downside. But guys, what happens on Tuesday is the deadline for crypto.com's staking increase. So if you guys want to stake one of crypto.com's debit card, for example, the J Green card like I have, currently right now you guys only need 10,000 CROs to stake that, but come Tuesday, November 2nd, it's going to be 25,000 CROs to stake the green card. So I believe that we will have a massive dump Sunday and Monday once people start to dump their CRO bonuses, but we will come back once people meet the deadline for staking their CROs. In my opinion, I think our downside is going to be just this first level right here, our potential downside, which is about the 7 to 8 cent range. So I'm hoping CRO can hold that level after the CRO bonus dump to the 7 to 8 cents range. That'll be a really good deal, guys. If CRO reaches 7 cents or 8 cents, that would mean that to get the Jade Green card, you guys only need $700 to get the Jade Green card. And I honestly think the Jade Green card has so much value that $700 I feel like is a steal, guys, to get the Jade Green card. For any of you guys that don't have the card already that are watching this video, I would definitely appreciate if you guys use my link. Again, you guys don't pay anything extra for using my link, and I also don't make a lot of money from YouTube right now. I don't make any money at all from YouTube. I make $0. So the only money I make from YouTube for making content for you guys are my referral links down below. So I would definitely greatly appreciate it if you guys use my links down below. All right, guys, so let's look at the CRO and BTC chart. So this chart is also very bearish in the short term. If you guys look here, we've been massively bearish against the Bitcoin since August of 2020, guys. CRO has retraced. So if you guys just held all your portfolio in Bitcoin, you would have held 56% portfolio in terms of Bitcoin equivalents. In terms of CRO BTC, guys, there's definitely a lot of downside remaining. I think. So worst scenario, guys, is we will test the CRO BTC bottom. I don't think we will breach the bottom. So if we were to look at the CRO BTC bottom, that would be right about a 48% correction still, guys. So that is very massive, guys. So we still have about a 48% correction if we were to bottom in the CRO BTC. So what I'm hoping to see between the end of Q4 and Q1 is we start to slow down on our decline against BTC. I'm hoping to see our very first strong green weekly candle. And between now and the end of October, early November, I think we'll still maintain bearish, but hopefully towards December and entering into Q1, I'm hoping we start to see the CRO BTC print its first weekly green candle. So I'm hoping to see that, guys. But in terms of the short term, between now and November, definitely bearish on CRO BTC. All right, guys, so just very, very quick. I know this is a crypto.com technical analysis video, but we can't talk about technical analysis without looking at Bitcoin, because Bitcoin leads the market, guys. So this is BTC USD chart, guys, and honestly, I love this chart. This is the most bullish chart I've ever seen in terms of Bitcoin price. We finally breached the July of 2019 highs, and look at this, guys. If we were to zoom in at this weekly candle, we've basically breached the closes of 2019. So right now we are at the highest Bitcoin weekly close since back in the bull run of 2017, 2018, guys. So in terms of bullish momentum, definitely Bitcoin has that. So I don't know when Bitcoin will test this 20-week moving average. I know it'll test it sometime, but guys, I'm hoping that we can just range here. So if Bitcoin can just range bound here in this zone, it's gonna be very bullish for altcoins like Ethereum, Crypto.com, DeFi tokens. So I'm hoping that's what happens for Bitcoin, is we just range bound in this zone and we don't test the 20-week moving average. Because if we do test the 20-week moving average, it's gonna be bad news for altcoins. If we test the 20-week moving average, let's see how much of a decline that is. So that's gonna be a 17% decline in Bitcoin, guys. That's gonna be very bad. A 17% decline in Bitcoin, that'll mean 30, 40% decline in altcoins potentially. So I'm hoping we don't test the 20-week moving average right now. If we were to just sort of range bound here, so let me just draw a quick brush. So if we were to just range bound here, guys, what will happen is this 20-week moving average will eventually go up, right? So maybe sometime in late Q4 and early Q1, if we just range bound here, eventually once this 20-week moving average moves up, that this 20-week moving average will eventually enter the zone that I just drawn here. Once that happens, guys, so we can test the 20-week moving average after this range bound here and test it again in Q1. And that'll be perfect support, guys, to enter 2021. I'd rather us do that, range bound now, and then test the 20-week moving average sometime in Q1, because that'll be very bullish for Bitcoin. Definitely a possibility. Bitcoin can do whatever it wants. It can test the 20-week moving average now, or it can just moon. It can moon to 14K, 15K, 16K, and then retrace it back. But honestly, I think the best scenario for altcoins is that we range bound right now and test the 20-week moving average later on in Q4, Q1 of 2021. So in terms of altcoins, if you guys hold altcoin bags like crypto.com, we want Bitcoin to sort of stay in a range between maybe 12K and 13K. Let's just hope Bitcoin stays there and we don't test the 20-week right now. Second to last, I just want to show you guys my crypto portfolio. I know I hold a lot of assets in crypto.com. Most of my passive income comes from crypto.com. So let's just look at that real quick. So as you guys see, in April of 2020, I opened a crypto.com account. I started April with just barely any assets. I made about 43 bucks from crypto.com, $91 from BlockFi. And as you guys saw, every month I just kept on dollar cost averaging into these platforms. So every month, as you see, 134. In May, I got $200. June, 254. July, I hit the $300 mark, guys. July, 302. August, I made $353. And then as you see, guys, here, I dropped my passive income between August and September. So what happened here, guys, is a couple of things. Number one, the crypto.com token I started to sell. I know that the staking percentage for crypto.com decreased in October, but what happened here is I sold a lot of my CRO tokens. And for any of you guys that remember that were OGs in crypto.com, crypto.com used to offer their tokens at 18% returns annually, and I sold that. So I had about 47,000 CROs that I sold most of them. So I basically held just enough CROs to keep my green card. So I sold most of my CROs in September. So that is why, guys, in spite of me dollar cost averaging into the platform, that is why my passive income decreased almost $100 from $353 to $248. And in October, I'm anticipating probably a slight decrease because, again, crypto.com decreased their staking rates from 18% to, I believe, now 6%. So I am expecting a slight decrease there. But hopefully once we settle with this bearish market coming into November, December, hopefully I can start to increase my passive income again and reach the $300 mark once again. Let's dive into some ratios in which tokens I think are undervalued. So guys, for any of you guys that watch my videos, you know that I love to look at ratios between different asset classes. I know an asset to USD is a good sort of price comparison. Like, for example, CRO USD, that's a very good chart. But for me, what I love to look at is altcoins against Bitcoin. Because if you can't outperform Bitcoin, guys, then might as well hold Bitcoin. If you don't believe the altcoin you're holding can outperform Bitcoin. All right, guys, so let's start here at the CRO BTC level. So I've updated this Excel spreadsheet already on the current ratios for each token that I have here. So just a quick summary, guys, for any of you guys that have not seen my tables. This max peak right here is the absolute max peak that the altcoin to Bitcoin ratio has ever gotten. And then the peak levels are sort of the reasonable peak because for some charts, guys, the max peak only occurred for 1 day. So I typically don't like to view that because if it just happened for 1 day or maybe half a day, 1 hour, it doesn't have a lot of price history. So I put a peak here for a more reasonable peak where it's a price level that has multiple days of price action. And then the low here, guys, is the absolute low of the altcoin to BTC ratio. And then on yellow, we have the current levels of the altcoin to BTC ratio. So looking at CRO BTC, guys, if we were to retrace all the way to the bottom of the CRO BTC ratio, we're looking at about a 47% retracement if we were to go to the very bottom. And then the reward to the peak, not the max peak, is only 151%. For Ethereum, guys, we have 42% to the downside if we were to go to the absolute low, and then 185% to the upside. So in my opinion, guys, if you guys have extra CROs, for any of you guys that are watching this that have the CRO bonus, in my opinion, if that was me, I would dump that CROs to other altcoins. Again, that's me. You guys can do whatever you want. And if you guys are really wanting the card, like for example, you have the Ruby card and you're trying to really get the green card, which I love, then yeah, it doesn't make sense for you to dump your CROs. But for any of you guys that are like me, you have the green card and you're not really looking to get the white card in the near future. I mean, one day, guys, I would love to get the white card, but for me, I think holding other assets like Ethereum, once Ethereum outperforms Crypto.com in the short term, I will sell Ethereum and buy Crypto.com so I can get the white card. But for now, any extra CROs that I hold, I prefer to dump it into undervalued assets. So right now, the risk for Ethereum is only 42%, and if we look at Crypto.com, it's 47%. So in terms of risk, guys, Ethereum has less risk, but it also has more returns. Ethereum, if we were to go to the absolute high, it's 185% versus CRO's 151%. So if we just looked at it side by side, guys, I would definitely prefer to buy Ethereum over Crypto.com. That's why I'm going to be selling my CRO bonus into Ethereum mostly. And then Kyber Network, guys, we have a lot of downside still potential. We have 74% to the downside, but our upside potential is very big. We have 530% to the upside. For Maker, we have 14% to the downside and then 339% to the upside. This is very impressive to me, guys. So Maker is probably going to be one of my buys once I sell my CRO bonus. So I like Ethereum because it's the #2 cryptocurrency in the world, and it's the applications for all these DeFi tokens. So I'm going to sell most of my CRO bonus to Ethereum, but just to increase a little bit of my alpha, my returns, I'm really thinking about buying MakerDAO, guys, because if you look at the risk to reward profile, it's 14% if we were to go to the absolute low MakerDAO BTC ratio, but the return, guys, if we were to go to all-time highs, is 339%. So Ethereum and Maker is going to be what I'm going to be looking at the most when I sell my CRO bonus. And then here, guys, is going to be Yearn Finance and Uni. These are all DeFi plays. Right now, I'm not really going to touch Yearn Finance. I have a little bit already, and I'm happy with my stack. It's currently 1% of my current portfolio. But between the two, I love Uniswap, guys. And so I might sell a little bit of my CRO bonus and contribute that to Uniswap. Now, let's say if I were to do an allocation between how much of my bonus I'm going to contribute to Ethereum, to MakerDAO, and Uniswap, I'm probably going to contribute most to Ethereum. It's probably going to be 50 or 60% to Ethereum, and then maybe 30% to MakerDAO, and then finally the remaining 10% to Uniswap. Okay, guys, so that's going to be it for this video. I hope you liked it. And again, if you haven't liked my video, definitely appreciate it if you guys give me a thumbs up. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. I'm trying to really grow my channel to become a YouTube partner one day. And also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'm almost at 1,000 subs, guys. Almost there. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.